Hello everyone, I'm Brian Croy Dragon, and welcome back to, welcome back. It's an event special, so haven't, welcome to the Lunar Event special. As you can see, we're back here. Textiles, conversions, the Vault of Fate tickets, and collectibles. Already won some stuff such as this sword Perigi, and whatever this is, the Sarah Cycle. I'm not sure if it's actually a pickaxe or what, so let's head out and hunt some Jiangshi. Thought I'd give a little bit of an update on the article on Mulan and her culture. Excuse me. Still working on that, but you might find this hilarious. But I found a fifth Mulan movie online from 1939 with English subtitles, and instead of the last bit of the article being my commentary on 4 film adaptations, it's going to be a commentary on 5 film adaptations. I'm happy to report that it's the only one where Mulan's father does not, I repeat, does not have a leg injury or suffer one. Yes, Alex, hello. Hello? You're fine. Yeah, so I'll be watching that. Well, I am watching it. I'll be getting back to it at some point. Hello, kitten. Oh, jeez. So I'm, there we go. Still working on my Let's Play of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Even with feature-length recordings, it's taking a long time. I'm hoping I'll we finished it before spring, but who knows? As for my streams, I'm finishing. I'm doing the last of the Monkey Island games, Towns of Monkey Island. Oh, come on. Oh yes, thank you. Don't respond. Yeah, jeez. Oh, and now OBS isn't responding either. No, OBS is responding. Jeez, what's going on here? There we go. So I'm sure people are going to want to hear my commentary on film, so well, as you know, Christopher Plummer passed away recently. I watched the movies of his I own. Also watched okay, the movies of his that I own include Alexander, The Man Who Would Be King, The Return of the Pink Panther, Hamlet at Elsinore, The Tempest, and The Sound of Music. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this because he was replacing David Niven for The Return of the Pink Panther, who was not available. But I think Christopher Plummer did a better job than David Niven could have. He was just a better actor. No, Alex, I'd like a bit more hand room here. He was an infinitely more talented man than David Niven. He was funnier. And yeah, he was just much better. I like David Niven's performance. as Charles Letton in the movies he appears in the Pink Panther series, but I like Christopher Plummer as the character a lot more. Of course, I've seen him perform live, so that might be one of the reasons. But no, that's not one of the reasons. It's because Christopher Plummer was a legitimately superior actor to David Niven's. He was a legitimately superior actor to Kevin Spacey. Yeah, I'm bringing up that movie, because guess what I saw on Netflix? I saw All the Money in the World. It's a great movie. Christopher Plummer gives a fantastic performance. Oh, jeez. And wrong. I'm sure some people might have been shocked to hear Christopher Plummer swear. Yeah, the play I saw him in, a word or two was him retelling his life story to us, and remembering the first time he got drunk and it had his mom calling him a shithead. He actually recalled his mom calling him a shithead, so yeah, I'd heard it before. Oh jeez. I'd heard him swear before, so it was not. My mom had heard him swear before. It was nothing new. So in Alexander, excuse me, one moment. Okay. Back in we go. So, as I was saying, in Alexander, he plays the role of Aristotle, and he gives a better performance than, whoever that was playing Alexander. But really, there's a lot of better actors than whoever that was playing Alexander in that movie. He was no Richard Burton, whoever that was. That's it. This someone's place? I don't know. I'm not touching any of that. Yeah. I like that movie. Whoever that was playing Alexander was no Richard Burton. He played the role in the 1956 film Alexander the Great, and he was so much better. And here's another thing. You had Anthony Hopkins as Ptolemy the First, pre-abdication in favor of his son Ptolemy the Second. uh, narrating the film, and here's the thing: you could have had him be the protagonist instead. You could have had Ptolemy be the protagonist. I can't remember. I think it was Jared Leto was in that film. He was someone, maybe the young Ptolemy. I'm not sure, but Anthony Hopkins as narrator, uh, telling the story of Alexander, the narrator being Ptolemy. That's really good. I, he's the one that movie should have followed. I mean, he should have been our viewpoint character. Uh, I know that film's basically a adaptation of the works of Mary Renault, but her works be damned. Ptolemy would have been an excellent viewpoint character. And with Anthony Hopkins as narrator, it would have just been perfect. Val Kilmer, who played Philip II of Macedon, also an excellent performance. I very much enjoyed that. Angelina Jolie as Olympias. She's got the looks, not so much the talent. Hamlet at Elsinore, first and to my knowledge only screen adaptation to be shot at Elsinore Castle in Denmark. Kronborg, I think the natives call it. Natives, locals, Danes, whichever you want to call them. So, Christopher Plummer plays Hamlet. His Horatio is Michael Caine. Robert Shaw plays Claudius. And Fortinbras is played by Donald Sutherland. It's a wonderful movie. The Gravedigger is played by Roy Kinnear. Mainstream audiences would probably know him as this year. I think he was Veruca Salt's father in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Yeah, but he appeared in many other films. Excuse me. He voiced Pipkin in the 1978 film adaptation of Watership Down. He had a cameo as a gladiator trainer in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. He played Planchet in Richard Lester's The Three Musketeers films. You know, that's the two-part film I mentioned. Before. He played Mercardier in Robin and Marian. So yeah, that's for Richard Lester films, and he often appeared in Richard Lester's films. So there you go. In The Man Who Would Be King, he played Rudyard Kipling, who the character of Peachy is telling the story to. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I hardly recommend that movie. It's fantastic. It's the best Sean Connery and Michael Caine film you'll ever see. You just have to remember those two are playing the villains, so they're villain protagonists, so any problems you have with the characters, you have to remember that. Also, it's the 19th century, and they're British people in the East, so there you go. They're two soldiers who want to turn just a unconquered country into their own private kingdom. Okay, time to get the charger. Okay, so The Man Who Would Be King, based off of a short story by Rudyard Kipling. Not exactly short, so good lord, I think it's like 45 pages or something. So you better be prepared for a long read there. It's also the basis for The Road to El Dorado, except the two leads in that are more likable than Danny and Peachy. Yes. Yes, Alex. Okay, The Sound of Music, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen that, so no reason to talk about it. He plays George Von Trapp, who actually in real life had a weak voice, making the wrestle a necessity to call his children. And The Tempest is actually a filmed stage production from Ontario's very own Stratford Shakespeare Festival. He plays Prospero, and everyone in that film is fantastic. Haven't seen any Jiangshi yet, but we're still early in the recording. I don't have to worry until we're in the last half hour. So, all the money in the world, again, he's the best actor in the film. And what I found on the Roku channel, which you know, it's kind of like, it's like Netflix, it's like Disney Plus, it's one of those things. You need a Roku box, I think, to watch the stuff on there. I found Murder by Decree, which is a Sherlock Holmes film where he's investigating the Jack the Ripper murders, or historically he was called either the Whitechapel Murderer or Killer, I can't remember which, or Leather Apron. Can't remember where the name Jack the Ripper came from. Yeah, but he was not called Jack the Ripper historically. Didn't I just let you out? Can you sit? Can you sit? So anyway, haven't watched that. Well, I've watched a bit of it, but you know, that Roku channel has commercials, so whatever you choose to watch, it's kind of like YouTube in that way, except you don't have to pay for what you watch. I mean, I have ad block for a reason. Yeah, some people might criticize me for that, but good lord, 20-minute ads. I've been there. And some have been longer than that. And sometimes there's not even a skip ad option. Just gotta sit there and wait for these things to run their course. So anyway, Murder by Decree. Christopher Plummer plays Sherlock Holmes in that. And you've got James Mason as Watson, as well as Frank Finlay as Inspector Lestrade. All excellent choices. Frank Finlay, he's apparently played Inspector Lestrade before, but I can't remember. I can't remember the film. I've not seen it, but whoa, what? Ah, finally. Come on, be quick. jeez. Come on. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. I'm just gonna put that in my chest for a while. I've got the admirals in there too until I've, I don't know, I want to make a Greenleaf Zoo. Let's see, what have we got here? What in God's name? What? Oh, there we go. Here's hoping I don't spawn inside the wall. Oh jeez, I hope I'm not going to. Please do. Okay. Yeah, so Murder by Decree also, I've not seen, again, I haven't seen it in its entirety yet, but also features John Gielgud. God, are you joking? Oh, this is such a great place to spawn into. Again, you have Donald Sutherland. You've got Anthony Quayle. And you've also got Chris Riggins, who is actually the first person to ever portray the Marvel version of Thor. And he voiced many characters for Nelvana, so he's an actor I'm very much familiar with. He was also in An American Christmas Carol alongside Henry Winkler. That's a great movie. I highly recommend it. I'm still looking for The Fall of the Roman Empire. I want to see that movie. I don't want to have to pay for it on Amazon Prime or something like that. If I want to pay for it, it's going to be a DVD or a Blu-ray. Oh, jeez. There we go. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes going after Jack the Ripper. It's nothing. Well, it's been done a few times. I think as far back as in the 60s. But still, if you've got two great actors like Christopher Plummer as Holmes and James Mason as Watson, it's really good. I'm in full agreement that the Rathbone films with that had Nigel Bruce as Watson are a stain on the name of Holmes, on the name of Sherlock Holmes. Jeremy Brett is definitely the definitive Sherlock Holmes. I think he had two different Watsons. I think the first one was, the first and the second one was Edward Hardwicke, son of Cedric Hardwicke. And, well, if you want, I don't think, I'm not sure if Cedric Hardwicke and Basil Rathbone ever appeared on screen together. I don't know if they did, but I do know that Basil Rathbone had to pull out of the role of Jean Frollo for the 1939 screen adaptation of The Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know, the one that the Disney film's basically a remake of. And so Cedric Hardwicke took his place, and interestingly, Nigel Bruce was Christopher Plummer's cousin, a much older cousin. Oh, jeez. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Cedric Hardwick, he appeared in plenty of other films. He was Edward IV in Laurence Olivier's Richard III. He was Seti I in The Ten Commandments, the 1956 film. He was Priam in Helen of Troy, also from 1956. He appeared in The Ghost of Frankenstein as, I think his name's Ludwig Frankenstein, son of the character from the first Universal film. Hi. And amusingly, in the previous film before that one, his brother Ruff Frankenstein was played by Basil Rathbone, so there you go. Yes? Hi. You coming up? I'm going to make a criticism of Murder by Decree. It has Holmes wearing the Deerstalker cap, which it wouldn't be that much of a problem, because Holmes only wore, I think I've read the entire canon. He did not wear that. He wore that hat, but I think only once or twice. And there's a good reason for that, because it's not city wear, it's country wear. It's something that someone hunting deer would wear. So why is he wearing it in the city? Because people think that's what Sherlock Holmes wears. He'd be wearing a top hat or a Homburg. Alex? Hi. Do you want to sit down, lay down, one of the two? Preferably, somewhere else. I've seen my fair share of Sherlock Holmes adaptations. Yeah, yeah, I've seen my fair share. Alex, no. What are you doing? Can you not sit? Can you not be standing on the bookmark that's made out of an old book cover? This is it. This is what he was standing on. Don't sit on that. Don't stand on that either. Just, hey. I like the stamp that came with it. You probably can't see it, but there's a gold stamp that says thank you right there. Alex, just sit on my lap, please. Sure, sit here where I have no room to get my right arm around. Oh, thank you. Lay down right there. I'm sure something's gonna fall over, but who cares? Fall over when you get up. Oh, what luck. Let's hope he goes down quick. I don't have a ton of health. How about that? Nothing fell over. So you can also find Murder by Decree on Amazon Prime, but you have to pay for that with Roku channel, and you just have to find it, click that you want to watch it, select it to watch, and there you go. Of course you need a Roku box for it, I think. I don't know if you can get the Roku channel without the box, but if you can find some good stuff to watch. Yeah, I've been able to find the Tarzan series from the Tarzan TV series from the early 90s. I've been able to find the Astro Boy series from the 80s. I've been able to find Third Rock from the Sun, which I can probably find that on Netflix also, but there you go. I've been able to find the TV show The Lost World, which I'm gonna get back to as soon as I finish watching Carmen Sandiego on Netflix. The original Carmen shows were a big part of my childhood. I loved them. So yeah, obviously I'm gonna want to see the new version, even if it's like 2 years later or so. Oh, jeez. That's just an Enderman. Yeah, look at him. So I've seen some Christopher Plummer films, some other ones, such as An American Tale. He played the French-speaking pigeon in that. I've sadly seen Rockadoodle, where he was the the Duke of Valons. Definitely not Don Bluth's best film. Jeez, seen an animated film where he provides the voice of a villainous Inuit shaman. Can't remember the title of it. Jeez, are you kidding me? Can't see a blasted thing. I've seen The Man Who Planted Trees, where he was the viewpoint character and narrator. I've of course seen Up, where he voiced the villain of the film. He was considered for the role of either considered for the role or offered the role of Marcus Aurelius in Gladiator. The role went to Richard Harris in the final film, who amusingly he had been cast for the role of Commodus in The Fall of the Roman Empire, but left after a differences dispute with the director, after which Christopher Plummer went into the role. So a better actor for the role of Commodus, not as good an actor for the role of Marcus Aurelius. Or an excellent actor for Fall of the Roman Empire. When it comes to Commodus, when it comes to Gladiator and Marcus Aurelius, Richard Harris was an excellent actor, but he had a lot of whatever roles, a lot of whatever performances. He was excellent as Dumbledore. He was terrific as Richard Coeur de Lion and Robin and Marion. He was great in A Man Called Horse. I don't know. He I don't know. Compared to Christopher Plummer, I don't think he did as good a job as Christopher Plummer could have, and considering who came before him in the role, in The Fall of the Roman Empire, Marcus Aurelius was played by Alec Guinness. Oh jeez. Okay, where's the cursor? I really don't think Richard Harris was right for the role. I mean, sure, Christopher Plummer was 71, and Marcus Aurelius died at the age of 58. What is going on here? But I think with Christopher Plummer, I wouldn't have noticed the age difference as much thanks to the kind of performance he gives. He gives amazing performances, and you could ignore things like the differences in age, like he's supposed to be playing someone younger than himself, but you forget that he's actually older, and thanks to his performance, you think you're not seeing an actor playing a character, you're seeing an actual person. I did not get that with Richard Harris as Marcus Aurelius. I really felt it was just someone. I really felt it was just a 70-year-old actor playing someone who died at the age of 58. It was just someone playing a person 12 years younger than himself, and holy crap, where am I? Well, that's yeah, as I said, it really Richard Harris as Marcus Aurelius, it just feels. With Christopher Plummer, I would have been able to forget that it's just an actor playing a character. With Richard Harris, I just know. Yeah, it's just an actor too old for the role. 12 years too old for the role. Playing a character. Over there on my to read, with the books on my to read list, I've got the meditations I got Marcus Aurelius's meditations. I can picture Alec Guinness when I read the words. I read some of them back in high school. I can't picture Christopher Plummer's voice. I cannot picture Richard Harris's voice with the words. Alec Guinness, I forget it. It's he's just an actor playing a role, and I imagine that is the person. That is Marcus Aurelius brought back to life. That's something that an excellent actor can do. That's something that some actors can do. Alec Guinness, Christopher Plummer, they become the historical figure. They embody the historical figure. It's not something that I don't know how to explain it. It's just a sort of magic, you know? Yeah, geez, both OBS and Minecraft aren't responding. And there we go. Well, OBS is responding, Minecraft not. Oh, there we go. I really don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I just don't know how to explain it. It's like a special type of magic when you have an actor like that. I mean, even if they're not portrayed exactly correct, like Richard the First, you can make him it's kind of easy to make him either a cardboard angel or a cardboard devil, but he was a pretty complicated individual. Yeah, that's a lot can be said about him, but give a good put a good actor in the role and you pretty much have someone that can make you forget that's not how he actually was. I mean, sure, I might harp on Sean Connery for being too old for the role. The actual Richard I started at 41 and Sean Connery was 61. But, yeah, he... And then, of course, you have Sean Connery's ever-present Scottish accent. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, but there you go. He was the... I actually do forget that's not actually... It's... I mean... Yeah, he's pretty much someone... Sean Connery is an example of an actor that can make... He was an example of an actor that can make you forget it's just an actor playing a role. Ian Hunter, who played the role of Richard in The Adventures of Robin Hood back in 1938, another example. Julian Glover, again another example, played the role in the 1982 screen adaptation of Ivanhoe. I guess I'll have to go around or something. But now I want to talk about the film Psycho for a bit. I've actually not read the book, but what I do know is that Norman Bates was actually 40, and you know how he looks in the Hitchcock film. It's a very boy next door. He was overweight. I think he might have been balding. I can't remember. I've not. The most I've read of the book is the preview. The preview you can find on Google Books or Amazon. And he was a older individual. Anthony Perkins and Vince Vaughn, they were both 28 years old when they played the character. And Norman Bates was also an alcoholic with 3 different personalities. And this is from what I've read about the book in differences towards the film, and it seems like as an alcoholic, alcohol could be a trigger to have one of the other personalities come out, emerge, whatever you want to say. Which is interesting that would be a trigger for them. For a comic book adaptation of the Hitchcock film, because they could not or would not get Anthony Perkins' likeness, they just based his appearance on the appearance from the novel. Speaking of which, Marion Crane, her name in the original book was apparently Mary Crane. I don't understand name changes unless it's for a completely different setting. Or if it's something less offensive, like if it's an extremely dated thing and it's become offensive, yeah, I can understand that. If the character has a different nationality or something like that, I can understand the change of name. But if you're going from something like Mary to Marion, I don't understand it. And don't quote me on this, but I've heard this from secondhand sources, but apparently she wasn't just stabbed, but beheaded. I mean, apparently the shower scene takes place entirely off stage, if you will. Which I think is interesting to go about it. The whole what you don't see is scarier than what you do see. So even if she's not beheaded, there you go. Your mind can easily convince you that she was. It's that old horror film rule that what you don't see is scarier than what you do see. Let your mind play tricks on you. Let your imagination run away with itself. Oh, calamari. And that's where I think the Hitchcock film fails. The shower scene, yeah, people applaud it. People, keep in mind, I took film classes in college. Different kinds of film classes, so there was different subjects covered. When we watched Psycho, yeah, our professor praised the score of the shower scene, praised praised a whole lot of it. But I really think, but it really breaks the rule of what you don't see being scarier. It breaks the rule that what you don't see is scarier than what you do see. And that's something that I really, really like, because you don't need to see a murder, you don't need to see a monster. You don't even need to see a killer. You just, well, technically you do see a killer throughout the film, but you don't have to see the actual murder. You just need to know that she vanished, Marion Crane. You just need to know that Marion vanished and all that. And learning that she was murdered, learning she was murdered and she was put in the trunk of her car, and the car was put into the swamp or whatever the hell that thing is. And not knowing what happened to her body, how she was killed. She just stabbed, her being beheaded. It works a lot better that you don't know what was done to her body, how she was killed. It's scarier that way. So I'm currently reading La Morte d'Arthur by Thomas Mallory. It's one of the great King Arthur stories, and it might take a while. Will it take as long as a complete works of William Shakespeare to read? Oh, I don't know. All I know is that I'm on book 4 out of 21, and that the chapters aren't very long. Meaning there's a lot of them. Because, well, you can't see, but the book's an absolute brick. People call me Miserable the Brick. No, I'm not AFK. Oh, it's just a grindy low. It's just a grindy low. Nothing. It's nothing to get confused about. It's not a Jiangshi underwater. So yeah, Carmen Sandiego, I was pleasantly surprised that Rita Moreno returned to voice a character. She voiced... This is the problem with naturally curly hair. Rita Moreno voiced Carmen back in the 90s. It's just a really great series. And Netflix has been doing a good job with their original works. Be it an adaptation or anything like that. I've watched the movie The Dig, which is excellent. But I don't think that's a Netflix original, but still, it's good. I'm not sure if it's a Netflix original, but still, it's good. Once I've finished the article Mulan and Her Culture, I'm not sure what I'll do next. I might do an article about the stories I write. Speaking of which, I should probably do more to promote them, especially on my YouTube channel, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. and all that. Working on Alexander the Caracol and the Holy Grail. He's not literally going after the Holy Grail. It's just a loving cup that Alan and Gemma used as the Holy Grail in their childhood games, and Alexander follows them to get it back after it's stolen by a character who I've named Caligula Nero Felcher. Yeah, doesn't that name just roll off the tongue? Yeah, I quite like the Alexander the Caracol stories are something I've had planned for a long time, and I just like with animal characters. I just like not having to write lines for them. I mean, if it's a parrot, I'll probably have to do something like that, just them imitating whatever someone says. Oh jeez, are you... Down we go. Come on. Oh, that's the wrong button. Alex. So it's just laying right now on the, I don't remember what that's called, it ottoman. Yeah, I think it's just a blue ottoman. I've also been watching the show Murdoch Mysteries on Netflix. It's a Canadian show set in excuse me, Victorian and Edwardian Toronto. It's a detective show. It's fun recognizing the places that are mentioned, referenced, or wherever they go to, and I've even seen Parkwood Estate here in Oshawa used as a location. It's a lot of fun. Yes, Alex, will be done in a bit. Ah. Oh. Yeah, let's see if we can take them down in the time we have left. Yeah, took one down in the time we had left. That's all for the Lunar Event special. I'm Brian Croydragon signing out. Stay straight.